Hello, basketball fans. You've got it on 2K Sports as we get set to bring you an exciting NBA basketball game. This is Kevin Harlan with Clark Kellogg and Greg Anthony. And joining us in a bit later from the sidelines, Doris Burke. For the Milwaukee Bucks, they come in off a good outing against the Warriors in Oakland.
How about the energy level defensively in that game? I mean, they made finding an open shot a very difficult task for their opponents.
And it wasn't just in the half court. I mean, I thought they were excellent in transition defense as well. They didn't give up any easy baskets because they always had good floor balance and got back after the miss.
Let's check out Indiana's starting lineup. Russell Westbrook out there with Ellis. Then there's Hill. And then there's Steven Adams. And it's Hill in at the 4. When you think about guards who play without fear or any hesitation, Russell Westbrook is the first of those guys to come to mind.
I tell you what, man, his relentless pursuit and attacking of the goal and his opponent is really something to watch.
And so the Milwaukee Bucks get the first points of the ballgame. Adams' shot is good. And just over a minute played here in the start of the game. Parker sets the screen for Carter Williams. And Parker, here we go. And he finishes it off with a one-handed jam.
Flying high and throwing down the hard one-hander.
One of his favorite moves right there, guys.
And really, he does that one as well as anyone. Kev, you're right. That's like his signature move once he goes airborne. And for Westbrook, he had some high praise. Allen Iverson said he's a huge fan of Westbrook and sees so much of himself in him, mostly due to how they play with heart. I'll tell you the other thing. Allen Iverson I always felt was the most intimidating small guard in the history of the league. Russell Westbrook rapidly trying to claim that honor.
Good ball movement. You put that pass in the ideal spot, right where it needed to be.
It's Ellis on the wing. Back to Westbrook. Hill passes to Westbrook. 4 on the clock. Indiana needs to get a shot off. Poke loose. Hill kicks to Westbrook. Tries again. Outside Hill. And that's out of bounds. Indiana will retain possession.
And really no choice but to lunge for that pass to make sure it didn't get through.
Yeah, and that was important. Probably would have been a quick 2 points if he doesn't get a hand on it and knock it out of bounds.
And it's Ellis penetrating. And the shot falls short this time.
You know, I was thinking back to that Iverson quote on Westbrook. They play with that same fire. The styles in which they play are different, but you can see the intensity is the same between them.
Jumps up. Good, and the assist goes to Ellis. Westbrook's got his first points of the night.
Great anticipation and awareness to come up with the steal and trigger the fast break.
And now just a one-possession game thanks to that quick hitter. Outstanding play in the open court.
Now here's Antetokounmpo. Still getting warmed up offensively. No buckets yet in the game for him.
And early on, they've been nearly perfect from the floor. Just the one miss here on their first 5 attempts.
Westbrook again. It's Carter Williams. 17-foot shot on the way. And a foul called on the shot. Got him on the way up that time, so he'll shoot 2 right here.
And guys, you talk about players who have that killer instinct. Russell Westbrook is right at the top of that list.
And you think, Greg, about Westbrook's killer instincts. You were alluding to that. It's very apparent at times. Players praise, and Clark, I think, fear him for just that characteristic alone.
Well, how about this, Kevin? Kobe Bryant said Westbrook has the same love for competition that he has. Whenever other guards are pulled, Westbrook is their worst matchup.
Now, here's Westbrook. following the miss by Giannis Antetokounmpo. Here's Adams. He nails it, and we're tied up.
Another nice bucket down low. They've really been able to work the ball into the post effectively so far.
Yeah, and I think we're going to see them operating a lot of their offense from the interior today.
Now here's Carter Williams. He's had some playing time, but no scoring yet from him. Fades away. Antetokounmpo can't get that one to fall.
That's a shot he's got to hit. You don't get many looks better from that range.
Hill kicks to Westbrook. Pick up by Hill. The drive by Ellis. And unable there to get the go-ahead bucket.
You're not going to see that very often. Plenty of space, but he just, let's face it, he whiffs on that one.
Antetokounmpo dishes to Parker. And Antetokounmpo slings it in.
Whoa. That'll wake you up.
Is he an athlete or what?
No doubt about it. It's almost as if he lives in the air, and dunks like that have become quite commonplace.
Here's Hill. Can't get it to go. Good D by Parker.
That is some tough defense there against one of the better finishers in our game.
And Antetokounmpo swings it in.
That's the epitome of teamwork right there, Kevin, on the alley-oop.
Clark, what about the finish? Bringing it down with some thunder.
Yeah, lightning too.
But guys, the pass for me, even better. He absolutely put that on a platter for him.
So timeout called here, the first for Indiana. And Jabari Parker is a rookie, drafted number 2 overall behind Andrew Wiggins. Clark, there was much debate about which of these players, which of these prospects would be better NBA players. What do you think?
Well, I think both showed they're very capable of being stars in the league. Parker got off to a great start, averaging 30 minutes a game until, unfortunately, he had the ACL injury. And Wiggins, conversely, went on to have a big-time season, winning Rookie of the Year.
Jermaine O'Neal checked in for Indiana. Allen comes in for Jordan Hill.
They've done well at taking advantage of some late defensive rotations and getting the ball into the paint.
Clearly, they've been the aggressors thus far when it comes to attacking the interior in this first half.
And Milwaukee calls their first time out of the game.
And when you compare Wiggins and Parker, really two different types of players. I mean, Wiggins has that unmatchable athleticism. Parker beats you with an incredible skill and passion. Also, tremendous maturity for such a young player.
Milwaukee in the lead. Here's Carter Williams. He hasn't scored yet. That, I'm sure, will change. Parker passes to Antetokounmpo. Back to Parker. And it's going to be 2 free throws. Drew contact on the shot.
And, you know, going back to Parker versus Wiggins, guys, I mean, that debate could last a long time. Both guys have the look of perennial all-stars. It could be the number of championship rings that ultimately separates them.
Well, for Jabari Parker in his rookie year, not the kind of NBA career start that he wanted. Played great. Was probably the rookie of the year up until the time he was injured, blowing the knee and cutting his season short.
A great call. He definitely would have had a great chance. Really just made a transition seamlessly. Very efficient as a rookie before that injury, but which was a really tough thing to watch for anyone, as he was showing so much promise early on in his career.
Now here's Carter Williams. Back to Parker. Milwaukee needs to get off a shot here. Here's Antetokounmpo. That's good from 17 feet away. Antetokounmpo's got 6.
And for Parker, he could have been in the Rookie of the Year running with this play, scoring just over 12 points a game and shooting almost 50% before the injury ended his season.
And even in the short glimpses of last season, you could see that Parker was the real deal. I mean, he had no problem finding ways to score. And even with his injury setback, he should be a great player for years to come.
O.J. Mayo is checked in for Milwaukee. Bayless comes in for Michael Carter-Williams. The Pacers also changing it up. Budinger comes in for Solomon Hill. Rodney Stuckey subbed in for Monte Ellis. Stolen by Allen. Westbrook drives in. Blanketed by the D. He fights to the rim for the layup. Westbrook's got 7.
Guys, that's just really unstoppable. He poses a ton of matchup problems for whomever he's facing.
Mayo kicks to Monroe. Dishes it to Bayless. Middleton outside. Nice ball movement by Milwaukee. And Jermaine O'Neal pulls it down.
There was just enough defensive pressure to get him off balance and cause that shot to go awry.
Here's Parker. That one falls. His second basket of the game. He's now 2 for 3.
Easy to see who's going to win that race.
Yeah, early offense is often easy offense. Excellent work that time.
Now here's Westbrook. He has 7. Budinger, no luck.
It's not winning basketball when you're attempting shots like that.
Yeah, come on now. You got to remember it's a team game. He's got 4 teammates out there with him. I don't think he needs to try to do it all by himself like that.
Middleton dishes to Monroe. And he gets contact and the whistle on the shot. 2 shots coming up. And there's a call. It's on Indiana with the foul. And guys, what do you think about the offensive approach we've seen so far for the Bucks?
And so far, these guys have done a fantastic job finding the opening man and getting some easy baskets.
Something else they've been able to do so far tonight is earn those tough points in the paint.
Looking at who's out there now for the Bucks. John Henson's checked in for Jabari Parker. And it's Vasquez in for Chris Middleton. Hill kicks to Budinger. Good. The assist goes to Hill. Budinger's got his first 3 points of the game. Now here's Vasquez. He dishes it to Monroe. Kicks it out to Vasquez. In the corner, Mayo with it. It's rebounded by Indiana. Fast break. Here comes Indiana. That gives them the lead. Budinger's got 5 points so far.
Don't you love the chemistry? Those guys work so well together in the open floor.
Bayless the pass to Monroe. Drains the 19-footer. He's got 5. Indiana trailing here. And here is Hill. No scoring yet from him, but that's likely to change. Stuckey right side. And Hill has it in the corner. And the shot clock expires. 24-second violation. .125 left to play here in the first.
And Jason Kidd has seen a lot of things in his first few years of coaching. Already changed teams once and they had some personnel issues, but you cannot deny that he knows how to get the most out of his team.
Clock at 6. It's taken away by Stuckey. Rodney Stuckey on the wing. And there's the 3-second violation. Jordan Hill is checked in for Indiana. C.J. Miles comes in for Chase Budinger. And with Kidd, the results on the floor, Greg, speak for themselves. He knows what he wants out of his players. Clark and He keeps them accountable.
And, you know, having that accountability is what made the Bucs so much better last season. Kidd is still a very young head coach, but I tell you what, he's shown me a bright future in that capacity for himself.
Clock is at 3. Now, here's the fast break. Stuckey leading the way. The 10-footer. And he sinks that one, hitting the back of the rim on the way in. And the Pacers lead by 1. Just 2 seconds between shot clock and game clock. Vasquez kicks to Monroe. They get a hand on it. And stolen by Stuckey. Ahead. Hill, no good. 16 feet away. 1 quarter in the books, and it's been a close one so far. Indiana out in front of 1. And we'll get going after this from the BMO Harris Bradley Center. Well, up to this point, a closely contested game as we start the second quarter. And let's quickly break down the game, guys, we have seen from Indiana. What do you think?
I just really like what we're seeing from a defensive standpoint, forcing a lot of turnovers with those quick hands.
Yeah, those active hands, Greg, have produced a number of steals early. They've been very aggressive.
On the court right now for the Pacers. They've got Steven Adams. C.J. Miles is out there with Hill. Then it's George Hill. And it's Ellis at the 2. Middleton dishes to Henson. He's looking for Middleton and finds him. A shot by Antetokounmpo. Nobody around. Gets the jumper from the corner to fall. Indiana leading. Outside Hill. Ellis with it. He's picked up by Parker. And the basket by Hill.
Now there's something for the top 10 highlight reel right there. A layup can be just as sweet and as pretty as a dunk sometimes.
Now here's Carter Williams. He hasn't yet put up any points in this one. Here's Henson. The basket good off the assist from Carter Williams. Carter Williams has got 3 assists tonight.
Well, check out that assist. That's a pair of teammates that are clearly on the same page.
Here's Adams. And he takes the fantastic lead pass up strong for the slam.
And guys, right now, the defense mentally not there. Can't afford too many of those in a close game like this.
Yeah, Jay, you're right. Almost a free run, don't you think? Clark to the hoop for him there.
Momentum can swing on plays like that, Kevin, especially when the finish has that much thunder on it.
His shot's just, it's not there right now with his team leading. Perhaps, you know, let's focus on some other areas of the game.
Incredible timing on the alley-oop.
He absolutely hammered it down.
And guys, mark that play right there, because that could be the one that leads to a surge to break this thing wide open. And boy, how good was Chris Middleton last season? I mean, always a deep shooter who could stretch the floor. He hits the weight room in the offseason and became a much stronger defender. Now he's one of the more promising 3-and-D guys in the league.
And for Chris Middleton last season, he went up in points, assists, rebounds, and went down in turnovers.
Boy, what an improvement for this young man. A late bloomer. I liked him when he was at Texas A&M, still growing into his body, playing with great confidence, and he can spray that thing from 3. I like his promise.
Vasquez, he's checked in for the Bucks. Now here's Henson. Middleton the pass to Antetokounmpo. The shot by Middleton, wide open. Can't tie it up as that one misses. Here's Westbrook. And once again off the mark by Indiana. The Bucks have gone 3 of 4 from the floor here in the second quarter. Henson against Westbrook. They set the pick. Henson in the post. He's covered by Westbrook. Henson's shot is off. And Indiana shooting with confidence, 50% from the field so far. Westbrook kicks to Hill. Parker against Ellis. Hangs in midair and converts on the double clutch layup. Ellis has got 4 points in the quarter. Bucks trail by 4. They need a good offensive possession.
Yeah, they've had a number of empty ones, a long time without a basket.
I got to find something. You're right. Henson with the screen. And it's Middleton penetrating. Lays it up and banks it in. Middleton's got 7.
Not fazed at all by having a bigger defender on him down low. And I really thought he would be.
You know, at first glance, you wouldn't think that he'd be comfortable in that particular situation. But, boy, I tell you what, he didn't look like he was out of his element at all right there.
Again, the miss by Ellis. Westbrook with it. And it's Henson picking him up. And it's out of bounds. Last touch by Ellis.
No clue where that pass was going. That is a brutal turnover.
And some changes here for the Pacers. O'Neal's checked in for C.J. Miles. Budinger comes in for Hill. Young is subbed in for Monte Ellis. Now here's Vasquez. No scoring yet from him, but that's likely to change. Here's Antetokounmpo. And it's all evened up.
I'm not sure who was supposed to be on him that possession. I mean, apparently neither did the defenders.
Screen by O'Neal. Westbrook drives in. Goes up high for the two-handed dunk.
And really, he epitomizes what a point guard should be. I mean, his skills as a passer might actually be matched by that creativity he shows around the rim.
Well, judging by that jam, Greg, I'd say you're absolutely right.
Boy, that's a nice surge for them just when they needed it in a game that was so tight.
And the shot counts. He's fouled. There's the chance for a three-point play. And we'll get a look at how the hustle stat game has been going for Indiana.
And it's been about their defense. They're playing with a frenetic pace, putting a lot of pressure on the ball handlers and forcing turnovers.
The other thing that's helped them early tonight are the points they've been able to convert off turnovers.
Vasquez dishes to Monroe. And Antetokounmpo gets it to go.
Impeccable mechanics this quarter. He's been perfect from the field.
Now Young to the middle. Here's Westbrook. Boom, he jams it straight down.
And how about a little bit of showmanship there as he increases the lead?
Oh, I like that. That's got to be, though, a tough pill for the defense to swallow.
Well, he's a guy that you know can hurt you with his passing. And right there, he does some damage with his finishing, too.
Now a timeout called by Milwaukee. And as the coaches go to the clipboard to outline their strategy during the timeout, the players getting a chance to rehydrate with some Gatorade. That's key to staying fresh all the way to the final whistle.
And Kevin, it really is. And every one of these players knows it. They're all making sure to stay hydrated. It's impossible to play your A game if you're not getting enough to drink, especially towards the end of games when the physical toll of a long contest really starts to add up.
Bayless is checked in for Milwaukee. And Indiana with a change here, too. Allen's checked in for Adams. Bucks trailed by 5. And Bayless kicks to Antetokounmpo. Screen by Monroe. And it's Antetokounmpo penetrating. And that one's good. Antetokounmpo's got 10 points in the quarter.
And really the scoring this quarter has been just off the charts, doing all he can to bring them back.
Budinger, the pass to O'Neal. So the whistle blows on the shot and 2 free throws for the contact right there.
Wow, he got whacked on that one. Shouldn't be much debate there.
Blatant contact. Straightforward call. Simple.
For Indiana, they have had 7 opportunities at the free throw line and made good on 5 of them.
And going back a season ago, they were a pretty average team at the line, about 76% altogether.
Rodney Stuckey's checked in for Indiana. Now here's Vasquez. He's been patient so far, nothing yet on the scoreboard. Fast break, here comes Indiana. And the shot is good from Stuckey.
Well, they weren't going to pass up that chance to get out and run following the steal.
They better not. I mean, they've got to pad their lead anytime an opportunity presents itself, and that was a golden one.
Monroe down low. Guarded by O'Neal. Monroe, no good.
Oh, that's terrific defense there. That's how you protect the rim.
And the shot is good from Stuckey.
That's the kind of D that you're not going to find success with, guys. They've got to get a hand in the face. And Rodney Stuckey, a combo guard out of Eastern Washington, played a big role for the Pacers a season ago.
Bucks trail by 10. Screen by Monroe. And Bayless kicks to Monroe. Vasquez dishes to Monroe. Stuckey brings the double team. Kicks it out to Vasquez. And the call will be against O.J. Mayo. That is his first foul of the game.
Yeah, he looked clumsy on that one. He was not going to get away with that.
Yeah, he climbed all over him. I mean, there's a picture of that one in the officiating manual. So, clear, easy call.
Kicks it to Budinger to the left side wing. Shot clock at 5. Here's O'Neal. An easy 2 points on the layup. And it's a 12-point Indiana lead.
Pretty much all of their buckets coming from inside the paint now.
That's right. 5 of their last 6 makes were on the interior. They've established their inside presence.
Here is Bayless. Quiet so far offensively, searching for his first points of the game.
And, you know, you hear everybody talking about Giannis's potential. I mean, look at the athleticism coupled with his measurables. I mean, that is just off the chart.
For Giannis, it's not just his physique and length. Clark, he moves insanely well for a guy that size.
Yeah, Giannis also might not be done growing, Kevin.
Right.
How scary is that? I mean, you know, he could be a legit 7-foot shooting guard when it's all said and done. That would be something to see.
Stuckey. Antetokounmpo pulls it in.
Boy, he shows a lot of desire when he's fighting for that tough board, and his length doesn't hurt either.
No question, he got bumped on that shot.
Yeah, the officials didn't need to talk that one over. It was obvious.
Vasquez, guys, remarkable consistency over the last 3 seasons.
Yeah, his three-point percentage went up a little bit, Kevin, but that's about it. I mean, it's possible. We just need to accept that this is who he is. I mean, he's a good playmaker. He plays with great enthusiasm and energy, and we need to leave it there. Don't expect much more than that.
Now here's Stuckey. 7 points in the game. Fast break, Milwaukee. Count it, and the Pacer lead has been cut down now to just 7 on the bucket from Antetokounmpo.
Great job to hit his teammate on that move, Kevin.
And talking about Vasquez, guys, good size for a point guard. Solid ball handler and playmaker when he's put in that role. But he needs the ball to be truly effective. And last season, the ball belonged to Kyle Lowry.
Time called here. Indiana decides to talk it over.
And for Vasquez, he doesn't have the foot speed to track opposing point guards. He tries to compensate with good use of angles, but he did do a solid job defending the pick and roll last season, using his superior size and anticipation in that area.
Milwaukee making a switch here. Carter Williams is checked in. Hill against Carter Williams. The drive by Allen. And the rejection by Monroe. And the pass to Antetokounmpo. Feeds to Carter Williams. Antetokounmpo kicks to Mayo. Back to Antetokounmpo. In the corner, Mayo with it. Shot from the wing. They get it again.
The shot's there for him, and he's got to take it. I don't care if he doesn't convert. That's a shot he has to continue to take.
Allen passes to Budinger. And the wide open shot from Stuckey. Indiana again missing. Now the dish to Antetokounmpo. And he overshot that one, missing.
And he rushed that one, no doubt about it. The D out of position, you could see the frustration on his face.
Looking to end the drought. He takes it up and lays it in. Budinger's got 7. Looking at the last game for the Indiana Pacers, it was a loss to the Detroit Pistons. And here's Mayo from the arc. Mayo missing again. Pacers leading by 9. Hill with it. Now Mayo defending. Stuckey kicks to Hill. Antetokounmpo again. Budinger. Stuckey for 3. Stuckey with another miss. Milwaukee has gone 0-2 from deep here in the second. Shot and game clock separated by 5. Carter Williams kicks to Monroe. And now Stuckey running the floor all by himself. Foul call that time on the way up. That'll give him 2 chances at the free throw line here.
And I like the fact that the defense is looking to protect the rim at all costs.
Definitely saved the layup with that foul, and they'll make him earn them from the line, and that's what you want to see.
There's 14 seconds left in the second quarter. Carter Williams with it. Here's Middleton. No good on that last second attempt there. And so we conclude the first half. Pacers lead by 10. And we'll get going after this from the BMO Harris Bradley Center. And now the third quarter about to get going. You have to like what we're seeing from Antetokounmpo.
You just love it when the decision-making is as good as it was there in that first half. Didn't force anything.
Guys, I think here in the second half, though, they may want him to be a little more assertive. Start hunting more for his shot, even the tough one.
And now the third quarter about to get going.
Well, Antetokounmpo on this one. 19 points, and he's getting it done on the glass, too.
You're right, Clark. He's done some real nice work on the inside.
Our second half of basketball, and presented by Gatorade. Let's see who's all fueled up and on the floor to start the third. And Milwaukee, looking at who they've got. Carter Williams is the point with Middleton at the 2. The dynamite pair of Antetokounmpo and Parker at forward, and it's Monroe in the 5 spot. And he gets it to go. And that's now 10 points for Chris Middleton.
The rapid-fire threes coming from everywhere.
Yeah, I'm not sure of the quality of that three-point shot attempt right there, going at it the way they did, but it all worked out for him.
Back to Ellis. Down to 5 on the shot clock. And up the court come the Bucks on the break. And the foul called on Russell Westbrook. That is his first foul of the game. And here in the second half of play, we're just over a minute in. Carter Williams against Westbrook. 6 to shoot. The feet to Carter Williams. Shoots from 14. Dives for it. Out of bounds. Indiana takes possession. Here's Ellis. He's got 6. Outside Westbrook. Got a piece of it. Carter Williams with it. Westbrook picks him up. Here's Middleton. And a great assist by Carter Williams as that one goes in. Carter Williams has got his 4th assist in this one. Now here's Westbrook. He's got 11. Ellis can't get it to go.
I guess even he has to miss one of those once in a while.
In the corner, Middleton with it. Back to Carter Williams. And it's Parker at the elbow. Carter Williams is screen on Hill. Clock at 6. Antetokounmpo dishes to Monroe. For 3, Middleton. That's no basket. His 3rd miss in 8 tries. For Indiana, they come into this one following a loss to the Pistons in Detroit. Outside Hill. He feeds it to Ellis. Trying to get back on track. And he gets it to go. Ellis has got 8 points.
And he could be the guy to put this game out of reach.
Tell you what, Monte Ellis is one of the best second-round draft picks of all time in the league, not just the last decade. I mean, this guy was a 5-star recruit out of high school, committed to college, but changed his mind and entered the draft, where the Warriors stole him with the 40th pick in 2005.
Timeout called, the Bucks. Getting back to Monte Ellis. Had he gone to college for even 1 year, I think he would have probably been a top 10 pick. But you look at what he's brought to the table over his career. Points and assists, rebounds, steals, playmaking. His production has been astounding.
You know, he's one of those unsung players. He never gets voted to the All-Star game. Never gets spoken about as one of the top guards in this league. But you look at the body of work and you ask his competitors throughout this league, and they're going to tell you that guy's as tough as they get.
That's good, and so Westbrook comes up with the assist. And now a 12-point Pacer lead.
They are just killing them on the interior.
Yeah, you can't say that with enough emphasis. I mean, the defenders are just not being aggressive enough down low. You got to play with some physicality in the paint.
Here's Westbrook. Jabari Parker making his last shot. Westbrook drives in. And that one goes out of bounds. Last touch by Westbrook.
Boy, did they ever make a mess out of that one. A terrible turnover.
In the third quarter with just over 3.5 minutes off the clock. Carter Williams against Westbrook. Carter Williams kicks to Parker. Passes it to Monroe. And the rebound goes to the Pacers. Hill's got 3 rebounds now in this one. The drive by Ellis. Misses from close range.
That's what we call good defense in the paint. Worth its weight in gold.
It absolutely is, and maybe even more than that. I mean, you saw it right there. Without his presence, that's an easy basket.
6 on the shot clock. Monroe. Banked in off the glass. Monroe's got it back down to a single-digit deficit for the Bucks.
And what a double-double machine Greg Monroe is becoming. Top 6 for power forwards last season. Top 5 for centers. And his game is only continuing to evolve.
Timeout called, the Pacers. Well, Greg, the thing about Monroe, we knew he was a prolific scorer and a rebounder when he was a 5-star recruit out of high school. So Clark, this is nothing new for him.
I think what you see, Kevin, is the added muscle coming into play and benefiting him. He's just an average athlete, but being stronger makes him more effective.
A different look from Milwaukee. Vasquez comes in for Chris Middleton. And Jared Bayless subbed in for Carter Williams. And the Pacers also making a change. Stuckey's checked in. It's Westbrook with the drive. Indiana again missing.
Nobody even close to him, and he can't believe he doesn't knock it down.
Antetokounmpo kicks to Parker. Monroe with a screen on Hill. Parker passes to Monroe. And the slam dunk by Antetokounmpo.
Tell you what, Kevin, they'd love to see him get a lot more of those opportunities.
Clark, that deficit will go away quickly if he does.
And how about how he capped that one out, almost like the 1-2 punch.
Now here's Westbrook. 11 points in the game. And goaltending is going to be the call. So they get the basket there anyway.
He thought he had that one clean, but the ref saw it differently. They'll count the basket. What a game it's been for Westbrook. He has 14 points and 5 assists. The assists have been coming for him, along with putting some numbers up from the foul line, too.
Yeah, I love the unselfishness and then also the tremendous focus that's been on display.
And so he draws the foul on the shot. A trip to the line to shoot two.
And Greg Monroe really has had a good young career despite playing out of position for much of it. He has the size and skill set of an agile center, but was made to play power forward in Detroit once they drafted Andre Drummond, and that took some getting used to.
Now here's Westbrook. 14 points for him. He kicks it to Stuckey. Pass to Hill. And the foul called on Vasquez. The Pacers making a switch here. O'Neal's checked in.
Substitution for the Pacers.
Stolen by Monroe. Bayless dishes to Antetokounmpo. Powered down after the assist. Let him into the lane.
And that's how you make a steal count. Turn it into a quick slam at the other end.
It was really a case. It looked like Greg Anthony right there, if I can say so. It was really a case of a great defensive play triggering some instant offense.
Yeah, I remember GA as an irritant. And this guy, much like Greg, creating havoc out there.
And Bayless kicks to Parker. And he lays it straight in. Parker's got 4 points in the quarter.
Some big points there. I mean, they got him on a nice play to get the ball right to the bucket.
And exactly what they're looking for down the stretch, Clark. Just more of the same.
And Parker with the block. Bucks trailed by 4. Some firepower, Clark, from this offense.
Yeah, Kevin, how about the air of confidence? I mean, they really look like they believe in what they're doing.
Yeah, they got a nice groove going right now offensively.
And there's the basket. Whistle blows and a chance for a three-point play. Going to the line for one. And look at how the hustle game has been going for the Pacers.
Their high-energy defensive effort has paid off for them, guys, with more than a few steals over the course of the ball game.
And also, how about the points they've gotten in transition or on the fast break tonight? That's been a huge factor as well.
And that comes off the assist by Jared Bayless. And that's 11 points for Parker.
Yeah, just used his strength there to get the post position without much fight from the defense.
Yeah, I think he's got to do a much better job next time of just bodying up. Get some muscle into him. Good possession there, resulting in the easy one down low.
Henson with the screen. Vasquez passes to Parker. The leaner. And it's another Milwaukee shot right there going in.
You know, it went down, guys, but still unusual to go to the leaner there with so much space around them.
The kick out to Hill. The shot. It's deflected. It's deflected. Now here's Vasquez. He's guarded by Hill. Vasquez kicks to Bayless. Shot clock at 6. Pass to Henson. Here's Hill. Milwaukee with the rebound. Bayless has got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight. And 2 free throws coming up as he misses that one. Drawing the whistle and a lot of contact there.
For Bayless, it was his 16 in 7 years last season. A good utility combo guard to have. He can score, he can make plays for others. He's really defined his role in this league.
And the Bucks making a change here. Middleton's checked in. Then for the Pacers, Steven Adams, he's checked in for O'Neal. And it's Ellison for Hill. Ellis wide open. Nice spin off the left rim and in. Ellis has got 6 here in this quarter. Talking about Jared Bayless, some thought he would be a star when he first entered the NBA, and he certainly had his moments, Greg, but inconsistency and turnovers have kept the lid on his progress.
Yeah, well, where I like Bayless is in spot plays. You need a lift, you need a spark offensively. You go see Jared.
And the foul is called. He intentionally grabbed him there for some reason, I don't know.
Kevin, all I can think of is that he's trying to slow the game down a little bit.
Right.
That's a stretch, though. Definitely a strange move on his part.
Carter Williams, he's checked in for Vasquez. And Westbrook, here we go. Good D by Parker. Bucks trail by 5. This is to Carter Williams. Parker sets the screen for Carter Williams. The kick out to Mayo. Henson the pass to Mayo. Nice ball movement by Milwaukee. Takes the 3. And the shot is good. Mayo's got himself on the board with 3 there. Indiana's gone 3 of 6 tonight when they've let it fly from downtown. And the Pacers call time here. We talk about players who don't get a lot of recognition that probably deserve some. For me, Chris Middleton, Clark.
He's at the top of the list in that regard for me too, Kevin. I mean, really a revelation for the Bucks the last couple of years. He's a really good all-around forward who can do everything well.
There you go, fans. Now with your Bucks banter. One more time. Let him hear it.
1:49 left in the 3rd quarter. Westbrook drives in. And there's the slam dunk to finish it off.
Now, this is why the breakaway rim was invented. For plays just like that.
Well, he almost brought the whole thing down, Clark, by hanging on that long.
Yeah, he did.
I tell you what, though, great dunk, and this is even a better game we got going on right now.
Carter Williams dishes to Parker. Stolen by Ellis. Here's Westbrook. And he tries off the glass, but it's no good. Bucks trailed by 4. Middleton inside the 3-point line. And the whistle blows, and it's going to be an over-the-back call here.
Yeah, a bit over-eager right there. Left his feet too early.
Yeah, and if you're already boxed out like he was, just back up. Because if you don't, you're going to get called for the over-the-back foul every time. And when it comes to Michael Carter Williams, guys, I feel like people either love him or they don't buy him at all. I mean, he has the size. He's a good athlete. He plays hard. But he's also had some injuries, and he's been very inconsistent at times.
He dishes it to Parker. Can't hit. And Indiana will come the other way. There's 48 seconds left in the 3rd quarter. And Buttinger kicks to Westbrook. Parker again. Buttinger. Shot clock at 5. Parker with the steal. Here's Carter. Oh!
guys, that's a big swing right there. I mean, taking the steal and then turning it into 2 easy points on the dunk.
No telling how important that sequence could turn out to be.
And guys, in a game this snug, moments like that are the ones we usually look back on at the end as a difference maker.
And it's the Pacers with the ball after the basket by Milwaukee. Shot clock at 2. Ellis, that's good. Just 4 seconds left in the third. Got a piece of it. And that's going to do it for the third quarter. Pacers out. And thanks for joining us again as the fourth quarter of play is set to get rolling. It's been a close battle to this point. Here's Carter Williams. And a look at the 5 for the Pacers to start the fourth quarter. They've got C.J. Miles. Hill is out there with Steven Adams. Then it's Ellis. And it's Westbrook in at the 1 spot. Mayo drives in. 6 on the shot clock.
Man, he got fancy with that one, didn't he?
Yeah, maybe trying to give them the momentum boost they need to break this game open.
I tell you what, I like that, though, guys. Some coaches might not want you to make a play like that, but I tell you what, when you got the skills like that, I say go for it.
Now here's Mayo. Now here's Carter Williams. And the layup falls.
That's a brain freeze right there from the entire defense. Now is not the time to lose your focus.
Just over a minute played here in the fourth. It's Westbrook with the drive. Came hard off that pick and finished strong.
And Kevin, who says a point guard should look to pass first? I mean, not when you can finish like this fella.
Well, Clark, he wasn't going to give that opportunity up to a teammate.
Well, you know, Kevin, that's one he'll always take himself, and he should. I mean, you can't pass up that kind of opportunity or fun.
Now a timeout called by Milwaukee.
They've been very untidy with the ball here. You commit turnovers when you try to do too much or you force it. They need to focus on making the simple play, good passes, and moving the ball around.
Russell Westbrook really making a difference here.
They need to make some adjustments because he's absolutely scorching.
All right, let's go over to the sideline with Doris Burke.
Hi, Kevin. Jason Kidd was just going over the plan with his team. He gave his guys the green light to keep firing from downtown, telling them, listen, I like the work you're doing out there. Keep finding those gaps on the perimeter. They're giving us open shots.
Mayo, the pass to Monroe. They grab their own miss. Middleton dishes to Antetokounmpo. Sinks the 15-footer. Antetokounmpo's got 4 points in the quarter.
I mean, even he was surprised to be that open.
There's the pick. And Adams kicks to Westbrook. To the inside. No good off the front iron.
They really depend on him to convert those chances. A lot of times, even with solid D draped on him, they expect him to make it.
Here's Antetokounmpo. The shot goes down and it gets this game back to even. Antetokounmpo's got 10 points here in the second half. Ellis with a screen on Carter Williams. Off the screen. And Monte Ellis the bucket on the assist by Westbrook. 16 points for Monte Ellis.
And he came off that screen, and he just didn't get over the top of it.
Yep, weren't there in time enough to challenge Greg, and when that's the case, you can mark those up for him.
From 10 feet out, stolen by Miles, and the whistle blows on the backcourt violation. He went over and back.
Boy, it seems like he's gotten a little loose with it since halftime. His fingers may be a little slick or slippery. He went from no turnovers in the first half to quite a few here in the second.
Looking at who's out there now for the Pacers. Hill, he's checked in for C.J. Miles. Stuckey comes in for Ellis. And it's Hill in for Russell Westbrook. For Indiana, they've gone 2 of 4 from the field since we started the final quarter of play. Hill with it. Now guarded by Middleton. Adams' shot is good.
Nothing too fancy, just simple execution. That's getting the job done when they need to make every possession count.
Completely agree with that, Clark. They need stops and really can't afford any wasted possessions. Those inside shots are nice, high percentage looks.
Mayo into the lane. Uses the glass to finish the layup.
That's what this team needs right now. Solid scoring chances.
Outside Hill. Inside. Adams the pass to Hill. Stuckey the open look. 6 to shoot. Down low. Puts up the baby hook. And there's the whistle. Fouled hard on the shot. He'll go to the line. That's on O.J. Mayo. Well, for Jordan Hill, something wonderful happened to him last season. The breakthrough he'd been waiting for on his 6th year.
Yeah, Kevin, you know, it had to do, and I think correlated with him getting a chance to start games, and it blew up for him from there. Posted career-high averages across the board.
Parker's checked in for the Bucks. Carter Williams kicks to Parker. The pass to Monroe. And the call will be against George Hill. That's his first foul.
And getting back to Jordan Hill, everyone had been waiting for this. I mean, greater activity, more aggressiveness, and he puts up career highs in points, rebounds, and assists.
And that's out of bounds. Milwaukee will retain possession. And Milwaukee has possession. They've allowed just 7 points here in the fourth quarter. Middleton can't get it to go.
On the topic of Jordan Hill, hey, there aren't many guys like him with his size who can move that well. He's entering the prime of his career right now. Will he continue to ascend, or will he be content with where he's at? Time will tell.
Hill kicks to Hill. Hill a screen on Carter Williams. Hill dishes to Hill. And so he draws the foul on the shot on trip to the line to shoot 2.
Kevin, right now, they're doing a good job at the line. They're hovering around 83, 84, 85% from the stripe. That's good stuff. I mean, that's well done.
And he sinks the second.
And even with one miss, he's still able to stretch that to a 2-possession game. That is huge for them right now.
Carter Williams, the pass to Antetokounmpo. Just 5 on the clock. It's stolen by Hill. Stuckey into the lane. And it's going to be 2 free throws. Drew contact on the shot. That free throw missing. He hits the second from the line.
Looking at the numbers for Rodney Stuckey, he has 8 points and 2 steals as well.
Carter Williams dishes to Middleton. Parker inside. Gill's there. And fouled hard that time. He'll get to the line and shoot 2. And that one falls for Parker.
The story in the first half was their low free throw percentage. They've corrected that here in the second half, and hopefully they can build on it as this game continues to progress. They really could have used a perfect trip to the line there. Instead, they're still down 2 possessions.
And it's Hill penetrating.
You know, I can think of one way to describe George Hill. It's the culmination of several attributes. I mean, he comes from the school of Popovich, plays under control, always in the right place defensively. The way I describe him is just steady.
And so he hits both. And here is Carter Williams. Kicks it to Antetokounmpo. Feeds it to Monroe. The rim-rattling two-handed jam.
Went for the two-hander on that slam. That's where the weight room comes into play, Kevin.
I think some urgency from him there.
I think he's sensing that this is a critical time in the game, fellas. And if the shot's not there, you've got to understand that. Move the basketball.
Yeah, exactly. And I'm not quite sure what his mindset or what he was thinking there. I mean, that was just a terrible shot.
And still, I don't know that anyone can define what Giannis's position is. It's kind of still up in the air. I mean, he's played mostly on the wing a season ago, and thus far, maybe that could end up being the best fit.
Some changes for Indiana. Ellis comes in for Rodney Stuckey. And Russell Westbrook is subbed in for George Hill. Now here's Ellis. Outside Westbrook. Hill left side. Parker with the steal. And it's the Bucks on the break. Middleton for 3, but they recover it. And Monroe kicks to Middleton. Parker with no one around. And another basket for Milwaukee.
And good passing, setting up a lot of these buckets right now, Kevin. That's been the key.
Time-dropping delights is what I call it.
That is a nice pass. I will give you that one.
Yeah, he was on the money, that's no doubt. Prior to last season, Giannis was experimenting with the point guard position for stretches during the summer league.
Well, you know, Kevin, he's just the type of guy whose size and length really allow him to guard every position.
True. The Pacers have gone 4 of 8 in this fourth quarter, shooting an even 50% from the field. Westbrook passes to Ellis. Stolen by Monroe. And the whistle blows. It's going to be on Jordan Hill. That is his first foul of the game. Now Carter Williams. Screen by Monroe. And it's Antetokounmpo penetrating. No good with the layup.
He's always going to have a difficult time finishing when the defense is in his face like that.
And it's Monte Ellis with the finish.
And that's how the coach would draw it up on the fast break from start to finish.
Yeah, and what a finish it was, guys. Really nicely done.
Now here's Parker. So he gets the whistle. Contact on the way up and 2 shots coming up. Kiwi Steven Adams, one of the toughest players down on the block.
And Kevin Adams is not afraid to get under somebody's skin. He's pretty strong defensively, too.
And, you know, guys, that's one of the things I like about Adams. I mean, he'll draw the ire of opposing players just because of how he approaches the game.
Now, here is Hill. Here's Ellis. And Westbrook, here we go. Down to 5 on the shot clock. They get it back.
Yeah, showing some strength in the paint there. Tough rebound.
Carter Williams kicks to Antetokounmpo. Screen by Monroe. Inside. It's going to be 2 free throws. Drew contact on the shot.
Yeah, and guys, Adams doesn't want to be known as a dirty player. I mean, I think he feels he plays aggressive and he hustles, and that sometimes rubs players the wrong way.
He hits the second from the line.
Looking at the game Greg Monroe has been having, he's got 11 points, and he's come away with 2 steals as well. He's blown up some plays out there.
And it also shows you the importance of intelligence as a defender, because he has been a nightmare on the ball.
That is good.
He's been ready to do work in the fourth quarter.
Now a timeout called by Milwaukee.
And I think taking a time here to talk things over is a smart idea.
One of the things you want to do is make sure everybody is clearly on the same page with the game plan. And sometimes you need a timeout to make sure that's the case.
Bucks trail by 3. Carter Williams with it. Inside. Shot clock at 6. And he gets contact and the whistle on the shot. 2 shots coming up. And Indiana called for the foul. That one is off.
Kevin, his poor free throw shooting is really taking its toll. With all of those trips to the line, it's got to be tough.
Only down 2 now, but that miss might come back to haunt you. If they don't get a stop, it's back to a 2-possession game.
Now here's Westbrook. Pick up by Hill. And here's Ellis for 3. And a clear foul there as he shot the triple. He'll go to the line for 3 free throws. It's on Jabari Parker.
Yeah, good job trying to get a hand in the face, but you've got to be more careful.
Especially on the 3-point attempt. I mean, you have to defend that shot without fouling. Now you give a guy 3 free throws. What a game for Ellis. 22 points, and he's made some good decisions with the basketball, too.
And being smart with the ball like he's been today, Clark, I think it's critical for him and them. He should repeat that every game.
Now here's Carter Williams. And it's Monroe at the elbow. Deflects the pass. The Bucks working the ball around. Antetokounmpo. Out to Parker. Back to Antetokounmpo. To the paint. Here's Monroe. And a great assist by Antetokounmpo as that one goes in. Antetokounmpo's got his 5th assist in this one. Now here's Westbrook. The kick out to Hill. Westbrook against Carter Williams. Westbrook dishes to Ellis. Shot is off. The Bucks go the other way with it. Outside, Antetokounmpo. There's the dish to Parker. Back to Antetokounmpo. To the wing on the left. Parker kicks to Monroe. .27 seconds left to play in the final quarter. Outside Westbrook. Westbrook missing again. Here's Middleton. It's good. This game is all even. Timeout called the Pacers.
And now your Milwaukee Bucks dancers.
For the win. Time expires and we're going to overtime. And we'll get going after this from the BMO Harris Bradley Center. And what great competition we're seeing so far. After regulation, the stalemate. And we'll see now how these two teams and these few minutes of basketball pan out. Courtesy of Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go. Let's reset the lineup for us now in overtime. Setting the floor for the Bucks. The dynamite pair of Antetokounmpo and Parker at forward. Michael Carter-Williams is out there with Mayo. And it's Monroe in the center position. Here's Parker. Following the basket by Russell Westbrook. And goaltending is going to be the call. So they get the basket there anyway.
He got there late, but you do have to like the aggressiveness to go after the block. But that one's going to count.
It's Hill on the wing. The kick out to Westbrook. From 11 feet away. And off the front iron, and in it goes. Westbrook's got 25 points.
I like the way they're working the ball inside, because when you do that, you get higher percentage shots, and typically good things happen.
Mayo, the pass to Parker. 5 on the clock. Monroe down low. Adams defending to take the lead. Shot by Mayo is no good.
That's excellent defense right there on the perimeter.
Carter-Williams against Westbrook. And he gets it to go. Westbrook's got 6 here in this quarter.
He's been one of their more reliable options today, guys. I mean, his shooting has led them to this lead.
Monroe with a screen on Ellis. Monroe, no good. Pacers leading by 4. Guys, this offense very effective.
Going right at him.
And guys, the defense has been no match. They've just picked them apart.
Hill, no good.
Boy, that's a surprising miss right there. He usually feasts on those wide open opportunities. He always knows where his teammate's going to be, and Kevin, that will let him put the ball where he wants it, right waiting for him.
And Parker with the block. For Milwaukee, they've gone 2 of 5 on shot attempts since the end of regulation. Monroe left side. And it's out of bounds. Last touch by Ellis. Chris Middleton's checked in for O.J. Mayo.
Chris Middleton.
It's overtime basketball, folks, if you're just tuning in. We're just over 2.5 minutes into it. Back to Middleton. 6 on the shot clock. Here's Parker. And he converts the layup. Parker's got it all tied up now for the Bucks.
The assist totals, Kevin, just continue to grow. They're way ahead in that category. Ball movement has been flawless.
Clearly just an example of a different mindset between these teams.
Bucks have gone 3 of 6 from the field so far here in overtime. In the corner, Middleton with it. Out to the right wing. And Parker, here we go. That puts them in the lead. Parker's got 6 points in the quarter.
I don't know what's happening defensively, but they're not putting up any resistance.
I tell you what, it reminds me of one of my college coaches who used to say, that ain't going to get it done. That's 5 straight baskets in the paint now.
And the Pacers call time here. They're losing by 2. 1:42 left in overtime. He's checked in for Hill. Just under 3.5 minutes played in the extra period here. And Westbrook, here we go. Plenty of space. And right through it goes.
Even though it went down, I don't think that's the kind of look they should be settling for.
Carter Williams dishes to Middleton. Inside. Outside for Carter Williams. 4 on the clock. And Middleton, the bucket on the assist from Carter Williams. And that's 19 points for Chris Middleton. Westbrook again. It's Carter Williams. Kicks it out to Ellis. Budinger. Off target from outside. And out of bounds as the Pacers gain possession. The Pacers have gotten off to a 4-for-8 start from the field in overtime. It's Westbrook with the drive. And foul called as he misses. He'll go to the line and shoot 2. It's on Jabari Parker.
Oh, the officials are all over that one.
Clearly a foul. I mean, didn't give him any choice but to blow the whistle. I mean, you got to play without fouling.
And he can't get the second one to drop either. Coming up empty that time. Antetokounmpo kicks to Carter Williams. The feet to Monroe. Stolen by Ellis.
Still a chance here, but they need to score.
I really agree, but it has to happen on every possession. They need points every trip. So tough to stop Westbrook right now.
Just 1 second between the shot clock and game clock. And so they foul intentionally. Clark, they'll be trying to take as much time off the clock as they can.
Exactly. Expect to see some long possessions out of them going forward.
Yeah, you can't let them hold the ball and just milk those last seconds away.
No, you got to foul. I mean, it's going to come down to free throws here. Foul right away.
Damian Inglis has checked in from Milwaukee. Bayless comes in for Michael Carter Williams.
And the perfect time to be perfect at the line. Only a 3 can tie it now.
Timeout called the Pacers. They trailed by 3. There's 21 seconds left in the first overtime. The drive by Ellis. The 8-footer. Rebounded by the Bucks. And they need to stop the clock, so there's a foul. Good on the first, and that gives them a 4-point cushion.
At the line for 2.
And so both free throws are good. And it's a 5-point game.
Clutch free throws there. That should ensure they're going home with the W.
And that's out of bounds. Indiana will retain possession. Here's Westbrook. Connects. And an intentional foul right there. And no good as the first free throw missing for him. We'll see if he can nail the second.
2 shots.
And he ends up making the second, and that gives them a 4-point cushion. That'll be a 5-second call.
Bucks ball.
And so it's the Bucks who come out on top here. They escape with a victory, although they needed Clark an extra period to get it done.
Well, I think it was one heck of a ball game. Both teams gave great effort, and the bounces just went their way in overtime.
Thank you for joining us. That'll do it for now. For Greg Anthony, Clark Kellogg, and Doris Burke, this is Kevin Harlan saying thank you for watching the NBA presented by 2K Sports. Now it's time to head back to the studio with Ernie Johnson, Shaquille O'Neal, and Kenny Smith.